Let's play some DTO. Yeah, guys, just let me know what spot you would like me to play. I'll just open the spot page. And let's just play a medium stacked spot. We're going to play button against cutoff. And we'll get some hands in there. This looks fun. Yeah, it really is fun. Unless it doesn't work, then it's not fun. But alright, so here we're training cutoff against button. We're the button here, we have pocket nines. We're facing a big bet, and I'm already lost, but we're gonna call one street. And that's a terrible play. See? Don't do that. So that's sort of how the app works. And on to the next hand. I shouldn't have called. It's an easy fold. Here we're the cutoff. We're gonna check. Blunder start, perfect. Well, you know, here on the turn, I think we should check here with our 10-8 always. And we're gonna fold against the bet. And, well, we got excellent. I think this hand was pretty easy. But here, on the flop, take this serious, mate. Well, I sort of can't because there's 5 people watching, but I'll try my best. So here I think we can either bet small or check. We're gonna go with check, just for, you know. Easy call against the bet. Well, this kind of played itself. Well, the only decision is, do you want to raise to that much or you want to go all in? I just realized I don't even see I'm not showing the sizing option. See, that's why this is kind of bad actually. Why did no one tell me this? So, nice one, Sina. Yeah, please help me, Henry. But now we got it. See, now like this is all here. You can all see the bet sizing and stuff. Yeah, we're now playing cutoff against big blind. An in-depth explanation of mistakes. Well, sort of, you're just watching me trying to figure out how this all works. See, we got this. You're playing the desktop version is sick. Yeah, it's not even supposed to be that sick. We just kind of set it up. And here I obviously should have bluffed, but I'm like really distracted, so it's not good. At least that's my excuse. Yeah. See, I'm pretty sure I should have bluffed there, but so we're in the big blind. We're playing against cutoff. It's 30 big blind effective, as you can see over here. So the decision is between call and check raise. We are going to call, which is a mistake. I should have check raised. As you can see in the evaluation, it's 100% check raise, but in my defense, inaccuracy is small mistake. So we lost 0.1 of a big blind here. That's pretty much okay, but we should learn how to play this hand as a check raise. So we're gonna play the same hand again. Oh, this time we check raise. And our opponent folds, and we get the excellent. So yeah, that's actually pretty straightforward. On paired boards, you want to check raise a lot and not check call. So that's why you're check raising. All right, next hand. This time we're the cutoff. Queen deuce deuce. I want to bet small this time against the big blind. That's fine. We get raised. That's an easy fold. Excellent. Now, obviously, do you want to explore? Is this always a bet? Maybe it's not. I don't know personally. I think I'd usually bet it, but let's see. So here you can see, well, I could have checked also almost as often. Checked 46% of the time. Yeah, I mean, the 5 deuce offsuit defend is pretty good. I would always do this against the cutoff open. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Flop check raise by him is good. On the flop, I find interesting that we're supposed to continue 6% of the time. I probably wouldn't do this. I'd probably just fold in game, to be completely honest. But I have off by 6%. I'm okay with that. So we're on to the next hand. So that's all we can get from that. Sort of a similar situation with the low paired board, so we're gonna bet and try not to embarrass myself. And it's excellent again. And if I had to guess, this one I think is more of a bet on the flop, so I think maybe just pure 100% c-bet is good. But no, also checking is good as well, which you'll find often on these low paired boards. Right, so let's play this hand again as a check, because I'm sure that would be kind of interesting, because I usually don't check there. How can I play this on desktop? The answer is, well, actually you can't, but you could download an emulator, Android emulator. Our community's been doing this, and it's been going pretty well. Pretty good, actually. Here we're gonna bet small. Bolero is now hosting. Oh dear, the pressure is on. The pressure's on, Jesus. And quite honestly, I'm lost. I don't know how much to bluff. I bet the turn and get called. I sort of think that I should be going for 8.4. But DTO gives me really bad decision anxiety, where every time I bet, I'm just kind of thinking, oh no, this is going to end badly. So I'll just bet 8.4 and kind of cry about it. It's a good. You're always like sort of afraid of the oh no blunder. Hey, no blunder here. We did good. If I had to guess, I think like a different size on the river, maybe, because I can't see checking on the river being a thing, but I want to look it up. Yeah, yeah, so I guess we can see we could have checked the turn, which is a fine play as well. I like the small bet on the turn after check. That's reasonable to me. Yeah, on the river I was sort of spot on that we don't check back with the 5 high. That seemed 6 high. It seemed natural to me. Going even bigger is interesting. Yeah, I wasn't gonna go small. Going small just isn't a thing. It's perfect. Says play with check on turn again. I would suppose then he's just gonna block bet. Or we're kind of curious what his line is. I'll definitely just play check. Yeah, I'll play check. Well, obviously I'm betting if he checks the river. I'm just the thing that I'm concerned about now is he gonna block bet his queen 7, right? Wouldn't be like the most unreasonable play. Oh, I'm so good. See, I called the block bet. Well, see, but now what, right? Now what? Facing the block bet, I'm kind of sad. If he checked, I would definitely bluff. That's easy. But now that he blocks, I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna fold. And I nailed the excellent. See, there we go. Raise he has 7. What? Wait, I don't know if raising is a good play, but I know folding is a good play, right? So that's sort of what's tricky about GTO is you're like, I know this fold is the easy way out, but then if you never raise, then you're like having like all sort of problems. You're never bluffing. Fuck, right? You can't do that. So we have to click at the evaluation and figure out if we're supposed to bluff sometimes. I genuinely don't know. I think we're just pure folding, but I'm not sure. But see, we are not pure folding. We're like raising 37% of the time to various sizings. So yeah, that's where this is tricky even for me, right? Yeah, some raises. Shove, no, not shove. That's the one we're not doing, right? That's no bueno. And I know it's sort of cut off here, but actually it doesn't matter this time, so I'm not gonna bother fixing it because I'll fix it off stream for next time, but pretty good. Alright, on to the next hand. Well, then this one's pretty straightforward with a big blind. Pretty much just pure check call here. On the turn, I think most people would always bet here. They would always bet the small sizing. I'm gonna play a different way and just check. And after check, the only question is, how big are we gonna bet the river? I'm sure all in is a thing, and it looks really cool for the stream. But I wouldn't be surprised if 11.2 is the right answer. So it's gonna be sort of like an answer that's in between those two. So I'm just gonna go all in and hope they don't hit me with a blunder. They hit me with an inaccuracy, which sort of reinforces what I was saying, because if I click into the evaluation now, it's just gonna say you're supposed to overbet, but not quite that much. Again, also, I was slightly mistaken, but you can also what's important to see here is, you know, I might have made a mistake, but I've managed to lose a 0.1 of a big blind, which is the smallest mistake you can make in poker, and certainly making 0.1 mistake on the river, it's not the end of the deal. But yeah, it is 100% 5.5. I was slightly mistaken. I thought we'd want to be polarizing ourselves. I think the reason for that is because we're already leading so often on the turn with our deuces that, you know, that we can't overbet the river as often as I wanted to at this end. Yeah, I think that covers this end pretty well. Very interesting. You got the Jack 4 here, it's an easy check fold, and while we play easy hands, I'm gonna use this opportunity to click on my Twitter and... But it's an easy check fold, guys, yeah, easy. Yeah, if you have any questions about DTO, just fire them up in the chat. I think I'm just slowly getting comfortable that I can play and chat at the same time. 8-7-5, I wanna try to play this as a check, because it's like sort of tricky what happens on the turn. On the turn, I'm gonna attempt to steal it with a small bet, which I think is good. And then the river pairs in 8. And the question is sort of, do we bet this again or do we give up? And that's actually pretty tough. We can't go too big because we almost never have an 8. So I think this is... Oh yeah, this is also another one where maybe Henry knows the answer. I don't know. Henry, if you're in the chat, what's your take? What's your take, chat? What should I do? Yeah, but yeah, you can't just say bet. You just need to say what sizing. There's 4 bet sizing options. Yeah, rivers are tough, Bolero. Split. I'm just gonna bet small, guys. We did good, you know. We did good. See, like that's like one thing where you can really learn from DTO. No, don't bet. I think 80% is too much. If I bet 80%, then we're just gonna get... We're kind of in trouble here. We can't really bet that sizing that often, so... Alright, 80% would have been good too. I'm fine with good, genuinely. I don't know. Yeah, come on. You can't laugh at me. They're both good plays. They're both plus EV plays. I did alright, you know. Blundalero over here giving me shit. Here, this is an easy call. Hey, we got it straight. This one's pretty easy. Yeah, Henry is way faster than me. See, that's where my complete cluelessness works to my favor. Because I physically cannot act any faster than I am right now. It's very difficult for me, but I'm trying my best. So we check call the flop, turn goes check. I'm just gonna bet 80% and it's gonna say inaccuracy. Which I presume means that I was... Why are you laughing at me for an inaccuracy, Henry? That's rough. Which I assume means check the river, right? I can't imagine it being anything else. I'm gonna click on evaluation and find out. And yeah, so here you can see that up until the river is a pretty boring hand. I'm supposed to check, which I just said makes sense as well. My sizing apparently doesn't make any sense because I blocked the queen. Which also sort of means you're blocking the calling range. So I suppose that means we're just checking. And Henry definitely can't grow a real beard. See, like my goal going into today wasn't to, you know, be better at DTO than Henry. My goal going into today was to at least be better than Path, and I think so far I'm doing all right. So here we're just gonna call. We are gonna check this card. And now I'm gonna go for a raise. And I think on the ace river... Well, it's a bad card. We're just checking everything and giving up. Check, bet, fold. Booyah. Evaluation. Hey, how did I do this time, guys? You know, I just... I nailed the check on the end. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. See, like, since I resized the window, it's all, like, gone a little bit too small. No, not bad, right? Right? Yeah. See you guys, I'm not terrible, you know. Here on the queen 10-4, we do have various, we don't have really many options, what am I talking about? I'll just go small bet. Big bet also sort of an option to keep in mind in these spots. Here I like big betting or checking. This time we're checking. And hitting the nuts, I like that. On the river, I'm just gonna go with the 7 bet. And hopefully... See, like, there's options here. Could bet the turn, you know. Bet big on that flop, also an option, certainly. And it's an option if you want to get a mistake body. Right, that's the kind of option, so you lose. The answer here was going all in on the river, which I sort of like. I like the big overbet in the end. Definitely an option if you river the gut shot. Henry, would you have gotten that one right? What do you think? Just overbet shoving the river there? But yeah, as I said, on the turn, you're mixing between check and big bet, which is sort of a thing on that blank. You see, that I was fairly confident in that we do this. Been a lot of fun. I'll either be back later or I'll maybe be back tomorrow. Need to play more DTO, definitely. All of you need to play more DTO, especially me. So yeah, I'll be back at some other time. See you guys later, and thanks for hanging out. It's been fun.